Good to see everybody. My name is Ben Bromley. I am both the producer and the author of Inconvenience Store. I'm happy to have all of you here and happy to welcome you to the beautiful Al Ringling Theater. But I'm most happy to recognize the sponsor of tonight's performance, Sarah Fay of Jeweler's Edge. Sarah, thank you for supporting this production. Appreciate it. Very good. I also want to make a quick shout out. Our set painter, Jan Fry, is here. So Jan, in conjunction with our set builder, Scott Walsh, created this convenience store. Very nice work, thank you. Now, before I forget, if at the end of the performance you don't need your program, we'd love to have you just set those aside, so we'll have some for tomorrow. And also, if you don't have them in your hand to throw them at me, that would be great. We also want to thank you all for being part of this experiment. This is sort of a new step for Baraboo Theater Guild, putting on a never-before-produced play, a locally written one. You're going to be part of that process just by what you respond to and what you don't. You know, when was Ben funny? What does Ben need to change? You're going to let me know by your laughter or lack thereof. So I thank you for being part of that. And who knows, hopefully there'll be more productions of this play down the road. Now, I should warn everyone, but particularly because my former pastor is in the audience, there is some less than favorable language in this play. There are some bad words because, you know, Ben. So, also, there are some characters who are going to say some things that are not nice to each other. There's going to be some conflict here while they're trapped in this store. So I want you to be aware of that. Now, normally what we do here is we say silence your cell phones. I'm still going to say that. Please silence your cell phones. But then we also normally do an announcement saying, you know, due to copyright laws, you're not allowed to photograph or video record anything. Well, guess what? Today, the copyright is mine, and I say, do whatever you want. Take some pictures, shoot a bunch of video, plaster it all over the internet, please. We have one more performance tomorrow at 5, so we'd love any help we could get. So with that, I welcome you to tonight's performance of Inconvenience Store.
Because this here play is set inside a quick trip, zippy stop convenience store, and mentions several Wisconsin brands, you might get to thinking it's based on real life occurrences. Well, it's not, for cripe's sakes. It's all a product of the magic of make-believe. Any similarities to real events, persons, or locations is purely coincidental. Okay, now that our asses are covered, let's get this show on the road.
Ticket.
Powerball?
Yeah.
Ready to become rich? $3. See you next time.
What's she doing?
No idea. Sometimes she just wanders the store listening to music, oldies from like 100 years ago. At least she bought something.
Yeah, she's harmless enough, I suppose. Well, anyway, getting back to my story. Me and my brother decided we just had to check out the farm's new silos from the inside. And we begged Dad to let us take a peek.
They were empty?
Right, just built. Well, Dad says okay, but if we really want to be surprised, we should let him blindfold us first. So he ties bandanas around our eyes, leads me into one silo and my brother into the other. Then he yells at us from the outside to take off the bandanas. Well, I look up. I don't know if it's claustrophobia or what, but I panic. I start shouting, but all I hear is an echo. My brother is doing the same thing. I can't make sense of a word he's saying, but I can hear him raving in the next silo. So I start climbing the ladder, yelling for help. After a few minutes, I'm almost to the top when I hear a latch down below. I see my dad. He says, you know, son, these things have doors down here at the bottom. Oofed up.
Where are the rest of the coffee clutchers? George, no card game tonight?
Maybe the rain is scaring them off.
You gonna play the lottery tonight? Jackpot's over $1 billion.
Do you know that I win the lottery every day? I win $3 by not playing.
That's all right. Stacy already bought the winning ticket anyway, right, Stacy? Stacy?
Well, I don't gamble anyway.
Bullshit. I see cash on that table all the time.
That's card playing. If you know what you're doing, it ain't gambling. Oh, hey, can I buy a couple of bundles of wood from outside? I better get that done before the rain picks up.
Okay, I'll meet you out there with the portable scanner.
Electric bill is so high. I use my wood stove whenever I can. Social Security only goes so far.
At least you have those lottery winnings to fall back on.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you please leave those alone, please, ma'am? Yeah, hi. All set to go live. Right. Just so we're on the same page, I want to make sure I have the optional lockdown protocol in place. Yes, I know. Right. All set to go live at tonight's shift change. Yes. Thank you. Ma'am, can you please not mess with these? It's very time-consuming to set up. We got a lot going on here today. One false move and the whole thing...
Shit! It was raining harder than I thought. We were soaked like ducks. Smooth.
Winona, can you fix this, please? I'm dealing with security on the...
I got it, Levi. Let me just sneak right past you. Storm picked up sooner than we thought. Could get nasty out tonight. You and Trudy have plans?
Usual Friday night. Fish fry and old fashions at the Halibut Hut. You know, they have the best relish tray in town.
Wisconsin 101. An old-fashioned is a cocktail typically made with brandy and soda. It's a favorite in Wisconsin and just about nowhere else. A relish tray is an assortment of vegetables where just about everything is pickled. It's served at a supper club, a restaurant, where just about everyone is pickled.
And how about you? Any romantic weekend plans?
Yeah, no.
They're right. Well, when does Chelsea punch in tonight? Yoo-hoo, Chelsea.
Shut your trap.
Do you think she has any idea?
I said shut up.
Oh, here she comes now.
Hi. What?
What?
Were you just talking about me? Something's weird here.
What, you mean besides Stacy? Oh, yeah. My tooth. I'd crawl around looking for it, but I'd never get back up.
What am I walking into tonight?
We're down to one box of gliders. No more donuts until the delivery tomorrow morning.
Gliders are glazed donuts sold by the box at Zippy Stop stores. They're among the most purchased items, trailing only milk, cases of beer, and scratch-offs. UW scientists have determined gliders are 1% dough, 99% sugar.
Hey, Chelsea, tonight can you throw out what's left of the bananas?
Yeah, hold on now. If you're gonna chuck them, I'll take them.
Go ahead, but some of them are looking pretty brown.
That's all right. I'll take them home to Favre.
Your dog?
Yeah, he likes them. And they're cheaper than dog food.
You named your dog Favre?
Brett Favre was the Green Bay Packers quarterback from 1992 to 2007. He retired as the NFL's all-time leader in passing yardage, but also interceptions, fumbles, and, oh my God, what was he thinking? Plays.
Now, Yeah. Yeah, the mutt is 18 years old now. But when he was a pup, he was so mischievous, yet lovable. Always creating havoc. So I had to yell at him. Trudy said when I was training him, it sounded like I was watching the pack, and Brett was throwing interceptions. What the hell are you doing? No, damn it, what's wrong with you? So we named him Favre.
Also because he kept trying to hump everything.
I'll be on a call.
I'm gonna run these out to the truck before the rain gets any worse.
Ugh, you know what this means? It's time to set out the damn banana thing.
Oh, what is that?
It's new this week, another brilliant idea from corporate. Rather than put out a sign when we're out of bananas, we put out this little motion-activated musical mascot. Try it.
Like, what does it do? Yeah. Oh, what the hell?
I guess they think it's cute. At least it isn't annoying.
It's really starting to come down hard.
How's the boss's mood today?
He seems pretty worked up. Been on the phone with corporate a lot. Something about the new security system.
Oh, wonderful. Well, have a good night.
I'll hang around for a bit till you get settled.
Sweet. Thanks.
Yeah, hon. I'll drop off the check tomorrow when payroll posts. No, I can't write the check until we get paid, and that's not until tomorrow.
Water allergy, walking corpse syndrome, auto brewery syndrome. When the body produces excess yeast, creating ethanol in your gut. I know some guys that might have that one. They often lose to me at cards here at the Zippy Stop.
Yeah, I understand that, but I warned you things would be tight after we made the down payment.
George, what are you doing?
Researching diseases. I went online trying to find out why my tooth keeps falling out and what I can do to fix it. But then I went down this rabbit hole of weird medical conditions.
No, I'm trying my best here, hon, but I really don't have time to talk about this right now.
Hey, here's one. Foreign accent syndrome. A speech impediment resulting from damage to parts of the brain coordinating speech.
Huh, that actually sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, right? 1 minute everything is normal, and then all of a sudden, bam! It's like, yeah, Governor! I just got bopped on the noggin. Freshen your tea.
Holy shit.
Jeez, right?
Hon? Hello? Hon?
Everything all right over there, Levi?
Oh, yeah, sure. We just bought the new house. Wife's stressing out about things. Call got dropped.
Check never seems to stretch the way you'd like it to, am I right?
Yeah, no doubt. Excuse me.
So, what's new in your world today?
Nothing. Same old. You?
Oh, Caitlin finally finished moving out. Thank God.
Well, that must be a relief.
Like having a boil removed from my ass.
Hey, I had that done just last week. Boy, thank God for Medicare.
I'm sure you'll land on your feet.
Thanks.
Shut up.
Hey, I was just reading up on human werewolf syndrome.
Yeah, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today.
Anyway, sorry I was a little late. I was helping my mom with some house cleaning, and I needed a cigarette before punching in.
No worries. Gotta make ends meet, right?
Especially without a roommate.
It could be worse. You could live with your parents, like me, and share a bathroom with your little brother.
Hey, what's he doing with himself these days?
Considering he has an entire drawer full of lotions, I think he's doing quite a bit with himself these days.
Can't help loving that man of mine.
Hey, Stacy, what are you listening to? This place is something else.
Excuse me, the pump wouldn't take my card.
Oh, so sorry about that. Let me check on that real quick.
Yeah, looks like the internet is out.
Can you please hurry? I need to get across the state tonight.
We'll be as quick as we can, sir. Need help?
Was the system working for you earlier? It's completely down now.
Cannot refresh feed. Oofda.
Hey, are the computers down?
It looks that way.
Are you gonna be long?
I'm sorry, sir. What seems to be the problem?
Pumps wouldn't take my card, and these two haven't been able to figure it out.
Let me see what I can do here. Oh, this is not good. I have no service.
Well, let me try the landline. Nothing.
Please be patient with us, sir.
I can't remember the last time I used the landline.
I still have one. All I get are calls from telemarketers, though. Pain in the ass.
Maybe you should have the landline removed.
Like a boil.
Can I give you cash?
The drawer won't open.
Let him pay in Kohl's cash.
Kohl's department stores encourage customer loyalty by awarding Kohl's cash to shoppers after they make their purchases, enticing them to return and redeem these free gift certificates. In terms of accepted currency in Wisconsin, Kohl's cash ranks somewhere between the US dollar and Scoopy tokens from Culver's. Culver's is a regional restaurant chain known for its Butterburger sandwiches and frozen custard. It offers a flavor of the day, ranging from chocolate, Oreo, volcano, to caramel pecan. Kids' meals come with Scoopy tokens, redeemable for free custard. Like many Wisconsin eateries, Culver's menu includes deep-fried cheese curds, because Cheeseheads would eat army boots if you covered them in breading, fried them in oil, and served them with a side of ranch dressing.
I'm sorry. I really need to get going.
Are you rich? You look like you are. Well, so am I.
Everybody freeze. Put your hands where I can see them.
Oh my God.
Calm down. It's gonna be okay.
Call the
Take it
cops.
easy.
Call the cops. Call the cops.
Where's the music?
Call the cops.
There's some banana music sometimes.
Everyone just shut up.
Well, so much for getting at a fish fry.
Get on the floor. Face down.
What? Oh, cripes.
Keep your hands up. Do I got any heroes in here or not?
No, sir. Especially not him.
Hey!
That was good.
Hey, listen, that's enough. Look, we're gonna make this real quick. That's not exactly what they do around here.
Eat shit.
Hey! If you morons knew what you were doing, I would have been out of here before Yosemite Sam showed up. Instead, I'm lying face down in a paste of donut crumbs and spilled pop. This is a designer suit. That's enough! I said quiet, everyone. Listen, give me all the money in that there cash register now.
We can't open it. The system knocked out the storm.
And who pays in cash anymore anyway? There was less than $200 in the till before we got locked out.
Not much of a score.
Stop lying and give me the money. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, oh!
Get his gun. Get the gun.
Oh, got it. Oh, freeze, jackass. You got it?
Yeah, we got him.
Would this be a good time to remind everyone that I am still down here on the floor?
Get up, George.
Well, I would if I could.
Oh, George.
Hey, here's my tooth.
We have no way of calling the cops, right?
I took care of it.
This is so light. Is this even real? Oh, what the hell? It's a toy, man. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I just needed some money.
Yeah, I hear you, dear. I'd get my tooth fixed if I could afford dental work.
Medicare doesn't cover that?
Afraid not.
Is it just me, or did his accent change?
Oh, my. I had an accident 3 years ago, and I suffered a traumatic brain injury. I awoke from surgery, and I had a southern accent.
Wait, we just slammed you on your head, and then all of a sudden.
A British accent.
Bum, 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 bum.
Foreign accent syndrome! Wow, it is for real. Maybe you can believe what you read on the internet. Speaking of which, where did my phone go?
Where are the cops?
It's only been a minute.
Maybe they know we're out of gliders.
This is locked from the inside.
Yeah, that's a feature of the new security system. It prevents thieves from getting away.
What should we do with this guy while we're waiting for the police to show up?
I'm sorry. I won't do anything. I promise.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's tie him to one of these chairs. I don't suppose you have any rope.
No rope, but we do have bungee cords and ratchet straps.
That'll work.
Oh. Over here. Oh, jeez. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
What are you apologizing to him for? He tried to rob your store.
I can't help it. I'm from Wisconsin.
I have to tell you something. That was amazing what you did.
What?
Leaped into the line of fire like that to protect me. Thank you.
Of course. You know, I have something I should tell you too. I've been meaning to say that
I love you truly.
maybe this isn't the right time. Care to help me finish rebuilding the beer can pyramid?
Sure.
Where are the cops? I'm gonna keep trying from my office.
What exactly is your deal, huh? Let me guess. You got some kind of a sob story for us about how society forced you into a life of crime? Let me guess. Daddy left home. Mommy couldn't cope. You couldn't get mental health care. Your aid payments from the government aren't enough.
I am with him on that last one.
Go to hell. No, really. I want to know. You couldn't land a job in this economy? Your teachers failed you? I'm sure society is somehow to blame.
Ease up, man.
Let him speak for himself. Come on, Mr. Bean.
Oh, I'm not crazy. I'm not dangerous. I've never even been to jail. It's just that I...
Here we go.
Oh, let him finish.
Well, ever since the accident, I haven't been able to hold down a job. I get one part-time employment after another. That's it. I get disability, but it isn't enough.
The same. I gotta say this though. Regardless of your situation, you can't go around taking things that aren't yours. Especially at gunpoint.
Yeah, not cool.
I know! I'm so sorry! I just got desperate.
Kids at home? Mouse to feed?
A ferret. My eldest.
Just keep electing liberals, and soon you'll be getting government assistance for him, too.
Here we go.
I can't get a dial tone from my office either. We got no cell phones. The computer's down. I'll keep trying.
Hey, you got something against ferrets?
No, I have something against seeing a third of my paycheck go to Uncle Sam, who turns around and hands it over to freeloaders like this joker. And then, even that isn't enough. He has to try to rob me and take the rest.
Yeah, you look like you're hurting for cash.
Hey, I work for a living. I didn't rely on the government to take care of me. Let me guess. You're getting your student loans forgiven? College for free? Must be nice.
Listen, asswipe, if I went to college, I wouldn't be working here.
Guys, we have a problem.
Just one?
Asswipe?
Well, I think the lightning knocked out the phone lines and a cell tower. I can't get a hold of anyone. I tried activating the silent alarm when he showed up, but that runs through the phone line.
That explains why the cops haven't showed up.
So we have no phones and no internet?
Well, can we open the doors or did that system get knocked out too?
Well, the security system is separate. It runs off the backup generator.
Okay, so the doors have power, but we can't open them manually. There's no override. We're stuck here.
Ah, cripes. Trudy will be worried sick.
Shh. Shit. How am I gonna smoke?
We're stuck here with him and with him.
Hey, don't run me in with him. I work for a living.
So do I. Across the street, you try living on $15 an hour, working just $20, 20 hours a week, with no health coverage.
I figure it out.
I think we should shut him up.
Which one?
I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. Am I the only one fed up with moochers like this guy?
You mean people dependent on government programs?
Yes.
Like retirees on Social Security and Medicare?
That's different.
Why? Because I'm not poor or disabled?
No, because you paid your fair share. You deserve to benefit.
I don't care what you guys say. This guy is all right.
Are we closed? I mean, no one can get in or out. Should we shut the lights off so no one tries to come in?
Not like anyone's gonna try to come into the store in this rain.
We can't shut the lights off. It's on the same system. It's running on the backup generator, too.
You were hoping for a little romantic mood lighting?
I will knock that tooth out, old man.
May I have a donut?
No!
I'm hypoglycemic.
What a surprise. The welfare case has medical issues that become everyone else's problem. Let me guess, you're on some state program?
Hey, you can't ask him that. You don't have to answer that. You know, because of Hippo.
Hippo?
Yeah, you know, Hippo. The healthcare privacy law.
It's HIPAA.
Exactly.
So, how long are we going to be marooned here? I mean, we can't get out or even call out, and no one can get in.
How about making a sign reading "Help Us" and putting it on the window?
It's a good idea as any.
Yeah. Hey, Winona, let's do it.
Out.
Look, guys, I don't know how long this lockdown's gonna last. We can only hope the phones and computers come back online soon.
Well, sounds like we got plenty of time to get to know one another. Although I guess most of us already know one another. Except you. What's your story there, Brooks Brothers?
I'm vice president of tech company's Wisconsin division. My name is Rich.
Rich.
Of course it is.
What brings you to town, sir?
Just passing through. I have an important meeting across the state in the morning.
Yeah, that's all anyone does here is pass through. A tech company. Wisconsin division. Where's the company headquarters?
Pleasant Prairie,
No. I mean the real headquarters.
Taiwan.
Ah, for Christ's sakes, you're with Foxconn!
Made in Taiwan. Foxconn is a Taiwanese multinational electronics manufacturer. In 2017, the state pledged $3 billion in subsidies in hopes of convincing Foxconn to build an LCD screen factory and create 13,000 jobs in southeast Wisconsin. What was created instead was a total of 0 screens, only 1,000 jobs, and a monumental embarrassment.
But you don't support handouts from the government.
You're against welfare unless it's corporate welfare.
And he calls me a thief?
I'm not getting into this with you people.
What do you mean, you people?
I mean, woke. Libs. The radical left.
Asswipe.
Can we take it down? Can we take it down a notch, everyone?
Yeah. So, it's okay for the government to hand you millions of dollars.
That's $1 billion.
$1 billion. But if anyone else takes Uncle Sam's money, they're a freeloader.
Business incentives and subsidies benefit everyone. They help companies create jobs. They put money into the pockets of the working people.
If there's any left over after the shareholders and executives take their cut.
That's why I drive a Subaru Legacy with a cassette deck. You drive? Oh, of course, a Cadillac Escalade.
Illinois plate! You're a fib! A freaking fib!
FIB is an acronym used to describe Wisconsin's neighbors to the south. You know, the Flatlanders who roar past us at 90 miles per hour on their way to their cabin on the lake up north. Or a campsite at Devil's Lake. Or a water park at Wisconsin Dells. It stands for, are there any kids in the audience? Fucking Illinois bastard. Oh, what the hell? It stands for fucking Illinois bastard!
I'm from Chicago.
Ah, for cripe's sake.
Yeah, which suburb?
Yeah, nobody's actually from Chicago.
Highland Park.
Whoa! Well, la-dee-da! Hey, let's ask the King of England over there whether he brought any tea and crumpets for you.
Why am I getting grilled? He's the criminal. He's the one taking money from honest people to blow it on God knows what.
As opposed to necessities like your Escalade?
The man's entitled to buy whatever he wants with his hard-earned money.
Wait. So we should give foreign companies billions, but we shouldn't give our kids free education? You know, maybe if we gave American students that money, they'd have the tools necessary to build successful companies.
Yeah, ones that actually keep their word.
I am not the enemy here. I don't care why you steal or why your life's a mess. It's not my fault. Suck it up. Figure it out. Why should your failures be my problem?
Hey, why'd you use a toy gun anyway?
Oh, well, I can't afford one.
Well, you could have really gotten hurt, or worse. Wisconsin's a concealed carry state.
That's right. That goes for guns and for fifths of schnapps.
Do we really need to do this here? You guys know what schnapps is, right? Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, man. You're lucky I didn't have a gun. A real one.
That's surprising. Don't they hand out AR-15s as door prizes at your claver meetings?
Oh, come on now.
Easy there, Winona.
Right. Because the successful, middle-aged white guy has to be a racist. Am I the only one here that believes in the right to bear arms?
Hell no. Gun owner here. Deer hunting.
Same.
My rights don't end where your feelings begin, snowflakes. As long as we're on politics, does anybody else have a problem with seeing their tax dollars go to pay for everyone else's dysfunction? How about you, boss? I don't know what Zippy Stop managers make, but I bet it's not a little.
I do fine.
Fine enough to pay for others free college, to pay for food stamps for illegal aliens.
No, sir.
Well, did you know illegal aliens can qualify for tax credits?
See, now that I do not support. I am all for pursuing the American dream, but you gotta go through the proper channels. And pay taxes like everybody else.
Agreed.
They broke our laws to come here. Why should our tax dollars go to pay for shelters to house them? their countries are a disaster, so their people want to come here instead.
Well, Canada's all right. Good fishing up there. Walleye, salmon, rainbow trout. Oh, and universal health care.
Oh, Canada, Canada, Canada.
May I have something to drink?
No, yeah.
Is there any chance that I can give it all free to drink it?
Oh, come on, he's not going nowhere.
None of us are.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you know illegal aliens can qualify for tax credits?
Hey, not a fan of that either.
Nor am I.
I can play this game too. Did you know that the top 1% of wealthy Americans underpay their taxes by $150 billion every year?
Really, Chelsea?
What I read.
Snippy!
I'm sorry. I'm just jonesing for a cigarette. Are we sure the sprinklers will go off if I light one?
Yes.
Damn it.
Whoa.
What is that smell?
That stench, it's overpowering.
Yeah, no, that was me. Sorry. It was all those gliders. I'm not supposed to eat donuts. My system can't process them.
I'm surprised that didn't set off the sprinklers.
Why did you eat them?
I don't know. I'm a mystery.
So we all survived the fart of the century. And we got time to kill. Anybody want to play euchre?
Euchre is a card game played by 4 players in teams of 2, using a deck of 24, 28, or 32 standard playing cards. Here in Wisconsin, it's played in deer camps, church basements, and college dorms. Technically, the game is won by taking the most tricks, playing the highest card in a suit. But more practically, the game tends to be won by whomever prevails in a fist fight over rules and strategy.
Yeah, why not? We can't get in contact with the outside world anyway.
Hey, how about you, Flatlander? You know how to play?
Yeah, I'm from Illinois, not outer space. Deal me in.
Okay, we need a 4th. How about you?
Sure.
Okay, that's 4.
Tough day, huh? A breakup and an attempted robbery and nicotine withdrawal.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine not having a partner, but I am going to need a cigarette.
Do you miss her?
I hate to admit it, but yes. Honestly, that is the worst part right now. Like, I'm glad she's gone, but I miss her. I'm cracked in the head, girl.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, well, some more than others. But enough about me. What about you? Been seeing anyone?
It's been a few months.
Oh. You just have to keep looking, right?
Yeah. You know what? I have an idea.
So, what's with those two? Are they together?
I don't think so.
Well, I think Winona would like to have...
Asswipe!
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner!
Get a lot of that around here?
What, basket cases who win at euchre?
No, I mean, people like them, people like that.
Like what?
What, gay? Yeah, some, I guess.
I suppose you can't discriminate in the hiring process.
No, sir.
Come on, leave it alone. Look, they're good girls. Different strokes for different folks. Come on, let's play cards. How about a rematch? Where did my phone go? Has anyone seen it? Oh, well, it didn't do me any good anyway. Wish I could check on Trudy.
I'm sure she's fine, George.
Yeah, I hope so.
You may not like this idea, but you could try snuff.
Oh, disgusting.
I know, it's gross, but it has nicotine and it's smokeless. It won't set off the sprinklers.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this.
May I use the bathroom?
Don't you mean the loo?
Now I've seen it all. A dyke with a dip. This place is a freak show.
Excuse me. What the hell, man?
I'm sorry. Did I not use your preferred pronoun? What is the proper term this week? I can't recall.
Well, I get confused too. Queer used to be bad, but now it's okay, but only if you're part of the group.
Can we change the subject, please?
You know, everything is always changing. Like how now all of a sudden gypsy moths are called spongy moths. What the hell happened there? Were the gypsies offended?
Well, maybe the moths were offended.
Listen, asshole. I don't know why you feel threatened by us. Maybe your brain isn't developed enough to understand that not everyone is exactly like you. Or maybe your dick is the size of a caterpillar.
Or a spongy moth.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Chelsea, take it easy.
Yeah, you're looking a little green.
I really need to go.
You call me a name one more time, and I will kill you with that gun.
It's a toy.
A toy with a lot of pointy edges that will tear your sphincter in half as I ram it up your ass.
I need to go now.
Same.
Oh
Be sure you use the right bathroom.
Oh, go to
And
hell.
all you people get confused.
Can we all just stop?
I'm gonna go check on her.
Hey, did you hear that?
What?
What she just said. She referred to you as us.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, I heard it.
Well, we should send someone to go check on that guy. Okay. I'll do it.
Is it just me or is it like they're everywhere now? You can't even walk into a beer cooler anymore without having to look at a pride flag.
Taste the rainbow.
You know what? It isn't just me. Look at what happened to Bud Light. Their sales tanked after they hired a trans influencer. You know what? A lot of people are sick and tired of having Pride Month shoved down our throats.
Well, if I'm against anything going down my throat, it's Bud Light.
Now, this being Wisconsin, I assume you're a Miller man?
Liney's.
Founded in Chippewa Falls, the Leinenkugel Brewing Company produces over a dozen beers. A longtime favorite in the upper Midwest, Liney's is now available in all 50 states. God bless America.
You realize that there is a beer cooler right over there? Come on, I'm buying.
Yeah, nothing else to do. Now, if you want to have a bipartisan discussion about the intersection of business and politics, we can talk about what happened to the My Pillow guy.
Okay. Have a seat here. We'll go gentle here. Would you sit still?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to drinking this much caffeine. It's been a crazy night, and it's a lot to handle, and now we're all stuck here.
Well, relax. Try to relax.
Yes, we have no
I'm gonna go check on the computers and phones.
Thanks for holding my hair back.
Oh, what are girlfriends for? Ooh.
Oh. I need a mint.
No, yeah.
Better?
Sure. Better.
Ah, what the hell? I get that you do think that this is okay, but do you have to do it in front of us? You lesbos are always shoving your lifestyle in other people's face.
I'll shove something in your face.
Careful. You don't have the ACLU to back you up.
Easy there, fella.
Queers.
Oh, that's it.
Whoa. Hey,
I warned you about that word.
my suit! You bitches!
I have an idea. Come on.
What the hell's going on here?
Well, that should shut him up, I think.
What are we gonna do with him now?
Oh, we're placing him on supervised release.
That's what happens when the liberals are in charge.
It's Miller time.
Make mine a Bud Light.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
I'm so
Merrily,
hungry.
merrily, merrily, life is but a
Well,
dream.
there's a couple of hot dogs left on the warmer.
Row,
I'm not that
gently down
hungry.
the stream.
Don't make me barf again.
Merrily, life
Why is nothing working? I mean, I get why the phones are out, but how can a storm knock out a cell tower?
No, you don't want to play that one. Not yet, anyway. There you go.
No, there's an aisle full of snacks over there. Help yourself.
What, I'm gonna eat beef jerky for dinner?
Beef! It's what's for dinner.
I'm gonna keep trying from my office.
Good luck.
Ugh, I'm starving. Did he just say me too? Welcome to the movement.
Hey, are there any sandwiches left in the cooler? I think Stacy ate the last of the gliders.
I'll check after this hand.
Stacy, what are you doing? That's been sitting there for like 12 hours.
You thought snuff tasted bad.
Oh, God. Flashback.
Oh, sorry.
I can hardly wait for Stacy's next fart.
Oh, you know what? We should sell broths here.
Brat is short for bratwurst, a type of German sausage often made from pork. It's one of many traditions brought to Wisconsin from the old country, along with beer making, polka dancing, and pickled herring eating.
Now, if spades becomes trump, that automatically elevates the jack of spades to being the highest card. And the jack of clubs becomes a spade, which is the second highest card. Got it? Winner, winner, chicken dinner!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, just a little bit of beginner's luck, I suppose.
I want nothing to eat.
You have a sister named Pete?
Come on. Let's give this guy a break, huh? All right. What's that you said?
I would like something to eat, please.
He'll be fine. He just got a little worked up earlier, that's all.
No sandwiches in the cooler. Plenty of junk food, though.
greatest candy ever produced.
You know it. Not gonna happen.
Guys. I just had the best idea, and I can't believe I didn't think about it before, but I'm gonna shut down the entire system and restart it.
Tech support for dummies. Can't hurt to try it.
Well, the way this night is going, there will be a short and we'll lose all the power.
Well, still worth a shot.
Agreed. Here I go. Cross your fingers.
These snacks sure are good, and I have more than I could ever eat. And there you are, with none, and you're starving. This just isn't fair. I'd offer to share, but I know how you feel about handouts to the less fortunate.
It would be one thing for you to give me 2 of those out of the kindness of your heart. It'd be quite another for the government to force you to give them to me.
Oh God, I hope that restart works. That snuff wasn't in my system long enough to satisfy my nicotine craving.
Here goes! Did it work?
Doesn't look like it.
Damn.
Yes, we have no
Not
banana.
that song again! Shut up! Shut up!
I have not felt such disappointment since January 18th, 2015.
In January 2015, with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line, Green Bay squandered a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter, losing to Seattle in overtime. The Packers snatched defeat from the jaws of victory as backup tight end Brandon Bostic fumbled away a kickoff, giving the Seahawks a chance to come back and win, which they did.
Brandon freaking Bostic. Hey, can we open up the liquor cabinet?
No. Well, maybe later.
So we're still stuck here. I have to get a fix.
I have an idea. Go ahead, light one up.
What are you doing?
I'll get up next to the vent and use the fish wrap to fan the fumes away, so the smoke detectors won't go off.
You think that'll work?
It's worth a try. Who knows if they're even working?
They're working. They were inspected last month. But, anyone have a problem dealing with a little cigarette smoke?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. John, put it out! Put it out, put it out! A few more seconds, the sprinklers are gonna activate! What? Shut up! That's enough!
Well, that didn't work. Sorry, everyone.
At least you got a couple puffs in. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm quite all right, thank you.
Whoa! Another new accent! Jawohl!
Look! Another undocumented alien!
Why is he still tied up? I thought I asked you to untie him.
Oops, my bad.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope tonight's experience doesn't sour your view on Zippy Stop stores.
Oh, I'd be worried about his Yelp review.
I just want something to eat.
I just wish I could reach Trudy. You know, it's funny. I come here to get away, hang out with the guys.
But you miss her already?
Yeah, sure do.
Hope you're ready to play nice.
Thank you.
Finally, a customer!
Hello, my baby! Hello, my darling! Hello, my ragtime gal!
Do you think they can see us?
Well, they should be able to. The lights are on.
What's going on?
Someone pull up
Someone
the
pull
pump.
up! Maybe they'll come in to ask why the pumps aren't working.
I don't think they see us.
Oh no. They are getting back into their car.
Oh, they're pulling away! Oh, no, no!
What state are the plates from?
Illinois.
Fibs.
See you next time.
I can't do this anymore. I have been here for 11 hours now. 11 hours. I've eaten nothing but junk food. Everyone's pissing me off, and we're never getting out of here. Never, never.
Hey, come here. Are you okay?
No, the situation's getting to me.
It's getting to all of us. Hey, I have an idea. We need a tension breaker. This will cheer you up. Everybody, come over here and line up. We're gonna play a game.
A game?
Yeah, an improv game. I learned this at theater camp.
Theater camp?
Mm-hmm. We are going to build a fun machine.
Chelsea, I don't think.
Oh,
right now-
trust me. Okay, we are going to build a machine. Now, there are 3 rules to this game. Your part must have a motion, your part must have a sound, and you must be touching at least one other person who is part of the machine. We'll start with Levi.
Really?
Yes, come on. Stand here, make a motion and a sound. Keep in mind, you have to keep repeating it.
Well,
That's it? Okay, you have to keep doing it.
well.
All right. You're up. Yes, you, go.
Well.
Come on.
Well. Well. Elvis. Elvis.
All right. Stacy, you're up.
Yeah, buddy.
Well.
Bart. Bart. Bart.
Charming. You.
The bears, the bears, the bears, the bears, the bears. The bears, the bears, the bears.
Very nice. George, let's see what you got.
Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go.
This is frightening.
Yeah. Okay, now you are in charge of the machine. You can stop it, reduce its speed, put it in fast forward.
Okay. Fast forward. Okay, stop. Reverse. Okay, slow motion. Fast forward. Double fast forward. Okay, stop.
And that's what we call a fun machine.
Where is it? That's it. Take that.
I didn't think you'd participate in that little exercise.
It may surprise you to learn that in my younger days I was a bit of a thespian.
I thought you didn't like them people.
Thespian, an actor. Look, since we're on the topic, I should apologize for what I said earlier. I was out of line. This has been a rough day, but that's no excuse. Your lifestyle is none of my business. I'm sorry for the things I said.
I appreciate that. And I should apologize for everything I said about you too.
You didn't say anything.
Oh, well, then I apologize for everything I thought about you. Here. Best candy ever invented, right?
Right, thanks.
So what's the plan? Are we bunking down here for tonight?
Using what exactly? Loaves of day-old bread for pillows? If only we gotten trapped inside a Menards.
Menards is a home improvement store chain based in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. It operates 350 stores in more than a dozen states. These sell camping gear and patio furniture, not to mention toilets, gummy bears, light fixtures, snow blowers, and underwear.
Plan? There is no plan. I've tried everything. Unless someone sees us marooned here, we're stuck until the computers or phones come back online.
Which would be.
How am I supposed to know?
So, how long you been living up here among the Cheeseheads?
4 years.
You miss the flatlands? You know, they say there's a good-looking girl behind every hill in Illinois.
I miss my family. I've been staying at a rental during the week and headed home during the weekends. That part of it is a grind. I try to sleep at night, but all I can see is miles of highway. Barns. Cows.
I imagine so. You know, maybe I'm being too hard on you, Fibs. Illinois isn't that bad. Hey, Chicago's a great city. Only problem is, it's full of fibs. You know, I've been saying that Wisconsin and Illinois ought to establish a barter system. Now, you should bring marijuana across the border at Beloit, and then we should give you spotted cow in trade.
Spotted Cow is a microbrew produced in New Glarus, Wisconsin. It is not sold across state lines. Not legally, anyway.
The problem with that is marijuana's not legal here.
Well, not yet. But I have 3 friends who cross the border once a month to visit the dispensary. Kind of reminds me of when my parents used to go down there to buy bootleg oleomargarine back in the 50s.
Until 1967, selling yellow margarine was illegal in America's dairyland. Wisconsinites who didn't want to buy white margarine and pay extra for it made oleo runs to neighboring states and smuggled it in. State law still requires restaurants to serve butter at the table, unless diners ask for margarine, with violators facing a $500 fine and 3 months in jail. Seriously.
Well, I don't mind them using marijuana. We all have our aches and pains, and Medicare doesn't cover everything.
You wanna know what? How about you make yourself useful? Go watch for customers by the door, huh? Wave them down when they pull up at the pumps or something. It's you two. Get going. I'm going
To your office.
right.
Well, who's up for a couple of hands of poker?
Why not?
What will we use for chips?
Open a bag of Old Dutch. The game is 5-card draw. Jacks are better to win.
So, how about you? You retired?
Yes, sir.
What line of work were you in?
Spent 40 years on the assembly line at Harley-Davidson.
Ha! How about that? I'm the proud owner of one.
Of course you are.
Meaning?
All you middle-aged corporate pricks own Harleys.
You're weekend warriors masquerading as badass bikers.
Posers.
Ass wipes.
What exactly is your problem with me? I thought we declared a truce after I apologized. Let me apologize again. I'm sorry that I earn more money than you do.
Earn?
Yeah, what do you do exactly?
I'm vice president in charge of cost control strategies.
Yeah, but what do you actually do?
I optimize net revenue by realizing internal operational synergies while prioritizing loss control and vendor partnerships.
What?
Did he get hit in the head? Is that why he's speaking a different language?
I honestly have no idea what any of that meant. Can't help ya. Sorry.
Let me take a crack at this. I'm thinking that you're some kind of a budget hawk. You make sure that the company isn't overstaffed and that it isn't getting ripped off by its business partners.
Pretty much.
Sounds to me like you're a guy who lays people off so the bottom line looks good, and you get your quarterly bonus, which pays for the Harley.
And the Escalade.
What? You want us to employ people that we don't need? Like some charity? If you're useless, you're out.
Hey, I saw a lot of good people downsized over the years, and they weren't useless.
You know what I meant. This is just great. Another round of attack the conservative suit for saying things that are unpopular, but nonetheless true. If no one watches the budget, the company doesn't make money. If the company doesn't make money, it doesn't survive. Then no one has a job.
Fair enough. All right, I call. 2 pair, ladies and 5s.
You know, I've noticed that it's always the frontline workers, you know, the people who are actually useful who lose their jobs, not the suits sitting in their offices. I mean, if you cared about the bottom line, wouldn't you get rid of the middle managers making 6 figures, not the rank and file?
She's got you there. Anything to report on the Western Front?
Quiet.
How about a round of beers? Stacy, do you mind?
No problem.
Okay, everybody, ante up. Hey, quit eating the pod!
You think you have all the answers. Anybody who's in charge of anything is evil. I'm sure it's great fun to be young and liberal and to be right about everything and to be offended by everything and to have the world cater to your worldview. But as you get older, you will understand how the world works.
Tell me more. I love mansplaining.
Boomers are like so wise.
Go ahead and mock me. Perhaps one day you will understand my frustration over having to pay for your health care, your welfare, and your unemployment, and your social security.
And I thank you for that last one. Also, I fold.
Hard work. I mean, you sit in meetings and push buttons and play puppet master over the working people.
Obey your master.
Look, you just get rid of people on the front line so the stockholders get their payday.
You make sure the 1% keep the money and the power. Meanwhile, the rest of us are stuck working bullshit service jobs with no benefits. Oh, and we have no idea whether Social Security or Medicare will still exist by the time we retire. I raise.
It's my fault you have crappy jobs? I'll vary Generation Y, assuming someone else is to blame for your problems. No personal accountability.
Well, the ladies have a point. Are you going to call the bet, Rich?
No, I fold.
You know, if we don't preserve the entitlement programs, then these kids are going to lose that safety net. But if we don't control expenses, then the national debt is going to continue to spiral out of control. America's credit rating's already in the shitter. Well, you're a numbers guy, you get it.
Any customers come by yet?
Nope.
Well, keep me posted.
You know, this guy has a point, too. All I hear anymore from young people is belly aching. But you got it easier than any generation before you.
How is that exactly?
Your parents have catered to you since the day you were born. You've never been bored a minute in your life because you came out of the womb playing with your phones. Speaking of which, where the hell is my phone? Anywho, when I was a kid, we were still playing kick the can. We had 3 TV stations. We organized our own neighborhood ball games. No uniforms, no umpires, no parents. And we walked to school.
Uphill, no doubt.
Both ways.
In 3 feet of snow.
Our parents didn't hand us cars when we were 16. If we wanted something, we worked and paid for it. We didn't have credit cards. And kids today, they expect to make the big bucks immediately. And they want to work from home so they can feed their comfort animals or go do yoga in the afternoons or whatever.
So we're wrong for wanting a healthy work-life balance?
No! Your problem is that you expect the world to bend to whatever you want. And then when you get it, you don't even appreciate it. Look, you two are good girls, but you don't know everything. This guy, yeah, he might be a fib douche. But that doesn't make him wrong about everything.
Thanks, I think.
Can anybody beat 3 ladies? I didn't think so.
George for president!
Oh, God forbid. I'd like to think that I'm too honest for politics.
Ain't that the truth? Imagine running for office today. Who would want their entire life dissected in public? Anything you ever said or did comes back to haunt you. Only a nutcase would sign up for a job like that.
Which explains a lot about the choices voters get nowadays. Both sides.
Megalomaniacs and octogenarians. Oh, no offense.
None taken. I'm only 70. That's young. If you're a tree.
I'm glad we found something we can finally agree on.
That and the peanut butter cups. You know, I actually agree with you about the student loan thing. If you make a commitment, you should stick with it.
Damn right. I called a bet. The government doesn't need to be throwing money around. Our tax money. No wonder the national debt is out of control.
Now we're getting somewhere. I fold, by the way. Here's one for you. I think Wisconsin should legalize marijuana. Legalize it, tax it, and regulate it.
Well, dope hurts society less than alcohol does.
It just doesn't have a powerful lobby.
I call. 4 deuces. Suck it.
Whoa.
Okay, I'll jump into the political debate. The COVID stimulus payments were out of control. I mean, my parents got them, and then they didn't know what to do with them.
My parents got the stimulus checks. Oh, they are dead!
To me, if you didn't lose your job because of the pandemic or need PPP money to make payroll, you didn't need stimulus.
Did you know prison inmates got stimulus checks?
Oh, cripes.
It's true. Apparently, it would have been too time-consuming to determine who actually needed the money or who was incarcerated, so the feds just cut checks to everybody. Ridiculous.
I can't disagree. Okay, here's another hot topic. Everyone should be allowed to vote.
Agreed. As long as they have proper identification.
Oh, here we go.
What? You need an ID to rent a hotel room or get a bank loan or
play the lottery.
You don't need one to buy an assault rifle on the dark web.
Don't change the subject. Why shouldn't we make sure that the people who are voting are actual American citizens? And that they're only voting once?
And that they're alive. And we know how you do it in Chicago with dead people voting.
Look, I'm telling you, if they got the stimulus checks, they might as well vote.
Why shouldn't we make voting more difficult? Because requiring ID disproportionately disenfranchises poor people and minorities, the people you don't want casting ballots. You just want to put up roadblocks.
Look at you breaking out the vocab words.
Again, books.
Look, is it that hard to get an ID card? I mean, I'm with Rich on this one. The government shouldn't make it hard to vote, but we need some basic requirements.
If you can't get your shit together enough to get an ID, you can't vote. I don't think that's asking too much.
But what about absentee voting and early voting?
Totally fine, so long as it's properly administered.
Yeah, that option is a godsend for shut-ins. Hey, check this out. Trip aces. Wait for it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You know, I gotta say that I get so sick of all the partisanship. You know, if one side has a good idea, the other side will oppose it just because it wasn't their idea, and because the other side liked it. I used to have an old boss who said, a good idea doesn't care who has it.
Your old boss should be president.
You got that right. Meanwhile, in Madison, the governor calls a special session because there's some important work to be done. But the legislature blows it off because the governor's a Democrat and their leaders are Republicans. So nothing is accomplished.
It's like watching third graders bicker on a playground.
You know, I will never forget the time all the Democratic senators fled to Illinois trying to prevent Act 10 from getting passed.
Maybe they needed some medicinal marijuana.
Or some oleomargarine.
Act 10 was a law passed in Wisconsin in 2011 that curbed the collective bargaining power of government workers' unions. Its passage led to protests and an unsuccessful recall of Governor Scott Walker. The senators fled and crossed the border to hide from the vote, not to acquire margarine or marijuana, as far as we know.
I remember that. My sister-in-law is a teacher up here. Used to have top shelf benefits. Everything was covered. Family's co-pays were nothing.
And now?
Not so much. In fact, she got out of teaching. Let me ask you this. Is it fair to ask the taxpayers to pay for the public workers' Cadillac benefits when the taxpayers can't afford them for themselves?
Why ask us? Clearly the Escalade owner is the resident expert on Cadillac benefits.
Well, you're talking to a union man here, but maybe it was different for me because I worked for a private company, but collective bargaining was the only way that we could make sure that the workers didn't get pushed around by management.
I hear you. There has to be a balance.
You know, a lot of teachers retired early after Act 10. Hi, raise. Cutting back on benefits has an impact.
I think you're right, but benefits weren't the only factor. It also had something to do with the kids acting like little jerkwads and the teachers not being allowed to do anything about it.
Agreed. You couldn't pay me enough. I called. Aces and queens.
Ugh. You know, it isn't the school system's responsibility to raise everyone's kids. If my teacher told my parents that I did something wrong and I said I didn't, guess whose side my parents took? Okay, here's another one for you, and I have never been able to figure this one out yet. Is why the Democrats let the Republicans stake a claim to patriotism. The Democrats have got to grow a pair. I mean, I would venture to say that Democrats are as patriotic as Republicans, by and large. But if you see a guy driving around with Old Glory waving out of the back end of his truck, you know he voted GOP.
Yep. I will admit, when I see a flag like that, I think, ugh, there's someone I disagree with. What all they're doing is proudly displaying the flag.
Liberals pay a price for defending protesters' right to burn the flag. And for talking about defunding the police.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave.
Well, defunding the police would be ridiculous. But getting back to the flag, now doesn't that flag symbolize our freedom, including the right to protest and criticize the government? And seeing a flag burn turns my stomach. But that's someone exercising their freedom of speech.
There are better ways to make a point. Let me ask you this. Why can't we all live under one flag?
Meaning what?
Meaning, why do we need a pride flag flying over government buildings? Gay marriage is legal in the United States. It's covered.
Those flags fly to signify safe spaces. It's a symbol. Okay, here's one for you, Rich. What are your thoughts on January 6th?
Oh boy.
Biden won. Trump misled his followers. That was a shameful day for our country.
Amen, brother. We're Americans first and foremost. Protect the Constitution and the peaceful transfer of power.
So you don't want to make America great again?
Of course I do. Come on. Biden was a disaster. Afghanistan, the border, inflation.
Maybe we should have quit while we were ahead.
Yeah, but we haven't even started talking about abortion.
Oh, what are you doing? We are not talking about that. Huh. Would you look at this? Americans having a healthy political dialogue and finding we agree more than we disagree.
This is what happens when we get outside of our silos.
Well, I can tell you firsthand. All you hear when you shout inside one of those is an echo.
So what you're saying is, if he takes a break from watching Fox News,
And she takes a break from watching MSNBC.
we can find some common ground?
You got that right. The problem is that networks get their ratings by stirring up the pot and getting their viewers all fired up. Reasonable, moderate viewpoints, they don't light up the switchboard.
They want to keep you inside their silo by making you think everything outside is dangerous.
I always knew you were smart. Yeah, the storm is winding down.
Yeah, still no connectivity to the outside world, though.
I get having the security system set up separately to a backup generator and everything, but why do the doors automatically lock?
Like I said, that's part of the system to prevent burglars from getting away.
I get that, but wouldn't it be worse to trap customers and staff inside with a dangerous criminal? No offense.
None taken.
Than to let the robber get away?
Yeah, what sense does that make? I mean, would you rather see a couple $100 go out the door or watch your staff and customers get shot?
That approach is penny-wise and pound-foolish from a liability standpoint. And it sets the stage for a PR disaster. It's bad corporate policy.
Also, putting innocent people in harm's way is just plain wrong.
There's that.
Wait, there's no fail-safe? I can't imagine they design a system that would trap people like this.
Look, this wasn't my call. They set up the new system to deter thieves.
Deter them how?
Optional lockdown protocol, asswipe!
What?
What is she talking about?
Yeah, what is she talking about?
Is that one of them TikTok things that kids are always talking about?
Optional lockdown protocol. You said it earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard you on the phone. You said you decided to use the optional lockdown protocol. Optional
You heard that? I mean, you couldn't have heard anything I said. You were listening to music.
There's no music coming out of this thing.
This whole time?
Maybe it's on pause?
It's broken. I pretend.
Why?
Why does she do anything?
I hear the music in my head. I want to replace this thing, but I have to win the lottery first.
$1 billion ought to cover it.
Okay, let's get back to this lockdown protocol. What does that mean?
It's just a term they made up at corporate.
Tell us.
Yeah. Tell us.
Should I get my gun?
Look, I didn't think this was all a corporate mandate. I didn't think any of you.
Okay, you said before that it was supposed to deter thieves. How do you mean?
Let me take a guess. I bet if the store gets locked down, thieves can't get away. Word will get around, and then the crooks will choose easier targets instead. A few eggs might get broken, especially in the first few weeks after the rollout. But in the long term, Zippy Stop will be perceived as being burglary-proof. Am I close?
A few eggs? If this guy's gun weren't from Toys R Us, our brains would be scrambled.
Is he right, Levi?
I'm sorry. I didn't think any of you would get caught in this situation like this. It's a corporate mandate.
Wait, you said it was optional.
Now, let me take another guess. Does your bonus structure depend partly on loss prevention?
What do you mean? Like, he gets a raise if there are no robberies at his store?
Maybe. I bet this company's managers are measured by how much cash or merchandise is stolen from their stores. If the store gets locked down, thieves can't get away with anything. Managers are incentivized to opt for the lockdown feature.
And make all of us fish in a barrel for any gun-wielding maniac who enters our store.
I gotta say, even as a corporate executive, that's some extremely cold shit.
Is all of this true, Levi?
I think we can take that as a yes. You snake!
Swipe.
You guys don't understand the pressure I'm under. We just built the new house and...
Okay, you know what? Grab those bungee cords.
underwater.
Nick,
You-
sit down.
I don't think.
Oh.
We have to.
Oh, yes, we do. Shut up.
Now that's what I call a lockdown protocol. Does it hurt more knowing it was optional?
Optional.
What should we do with him?
Nothing until the security system comes back online or the doors open.
Yeah, or the phones come back on.
Look, we all agree that he's a steaming pant load, but should we leave him tied up? I mean, he didn't do anything illegal. Maybe we should let him go.
Can we lock him in his office?
That would still be considered false imprisonment.
You mean like when he trapped us in a store with a gun-wielding robber?
In my defense, it was only a toy. And it was only attempted robbery.
You guys weren't worried about false imprisonment when you tied me up.
In our defense, you were acting like a tool.
Ooh, let's lock him in the beer cooler.
Whoa, wait, where do I sign up for that kind of punishment? Me first. I'm guilty. Whatever it is, I did it. Oh, cripes, now I can't get up.
How about the bathroom?
Ooh, lock him in the ladies' room. I bet it still reeks from my puke.
That's a start. We'll let him think about his choices until this ordeal is over. Is the puke smell punishment enough?
I could throw down some of those day-old hot dogs and drop a bomb in there a little later, yeah?
What if somebody else needs to use it?
Yeah, good point.
Lock him in his office.
That's not much of a punishment. He's been in there most of the night of his own free will.
Lock him in there with this.
Does this thing have an auto mode that will make it play over and over? Hey, it does!
No.
Suffer, Levi!
Oh, that's awesome. Bind his hands so he can't take the battery out.
No. No, please. No. Why?
Hey, glory, hallelujah.
I'll check to see if the phones are working. We're back in business? I'm calling the cops.
Look, call him for what?
We were robbed?
Were we?
No, I guess not.
I don't think we need to get the 5-0 involved.
Wait, you aren't pressing the charges?
Nope.
You know, if the internet is back up, I should probably text Trudy. Ah, damn it, where's my phone?
The cops are here.
Oh, shit!
Levi's still tied up. Guys, give me a hand.
Good evening. Our system at the station was down for a couple of hours. Still catching up. It showed a 911 call from here earlier.
Huh.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, nothing unusual here tonight, officer.
His hands are still tied.
What?
Oh, my tan is still fried. Too much sun at the lake over the weekend.
Ah. I noticed your accent. Are you German?
Yeah.
Guten Tag. Which part of Deutschland are you from? My family hosted an exchange student from Leipzig back in high school.
Berlin.
I'm from Munich, yeah.
How about that? I had a
Hello.
chance to visit my friend one time during Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Fascinating culture.
Yeah.
Beautiful part of the world.
Yeah.
So, no trouble here tonight. Your call was a misdial.
Yeah, this is a misdial. You are right,
This is torture! For the love of God!
Sir, is everything all right here?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes. No. This was a training exercise. A robbery simulation scenario.
Yeah, I was playing the robber. You know the Americans, they love a foreign villain, yeah.
You're sure everything is all right? Because I've got a strange feeling about this.
Yeah, we're fine. The outages knocked us off kilter is all. It's been a strange evening, even for Zippy Stop standards. What brings you here?
There was a 911 call from earlier that just came through once our systems kicked back in.
Right. Well, thank you so much for checking on us. We haven't had contact with the outside world for quite some time, but now everything looks like it's in working order. So we'll be reopening for business. Open for business.
Hey!
Good. Well, in that case, I should grab a bite to eat.
Want some gliders to go?
We're out, remember?
A cop eating donuts. Oh, yeah, that's funny. I think I'll grab some bananas.
Oh, sorry, we're out of bananas too.
We have no bananas today!
Are you sure everything is okay?
Yes!
Yes, we're
Yes!
absolutely all right.
It's okay, sir.
All right. Have a good night.
See you
See you
next time.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I need to get going too. I need to get to that meeting in the morning tomorrow. Look, I don't know what to say about all this.
Clearly, your takeaway should be that it's not wise to mess with lesbians.
Maybe so. I don't understand your lifestyle. It makes no sense to me.
I feel the same way about Bears fans.
But what I think doesn't matter. You do you, to each his own.
Or her own.
Sure. Well, thanks for the games. Thanks for the beers.
You betcha.
This has been something. Good night.
See you next time.
Asswipe.
Oh, I should go too. I have to feed my Elvis. He's hypoglycemic too. I'm so sorry, everyone. Goodbye.
Wait! Cash me out!
What?
I
OMG.
You won Powerball?
won! Yeah!
How do you know? You haven't had internet for like 2 hours.
Well, they picked the numbers before everything went down. I found the winning numbers on George's phone.
So that's where my phone went! Give me that! Hi, honey. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still at the Zippy Stop. Yeah, it's been a crazy night. No, I'm coming home. Right. Time to get rolling.
I don't think we have that kind of cash in store here.
Yeah, that's a life-changing amount of money.
We're talking generational wealth. Lend me a few grand so I can move out of my parents' basement and never again lay eyes on my brother's lotion collection?
Hey, lend me a few grand so I can get this tooth fixed.
Pay me now! $100!
Oh, $100. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thanks! I am buying a new music player and dinner for two. It's wonderful. It's marvelous. You should get.
See you next time.
Well, maybe for her, $100 is a life-changing amount of money.
It's all about perspective.
Well, I'm gonna go check on the computers, so.
Before you do that, I'd like a word.
Yeah, me too.
I'm grabbing a coffee for the road.
I don't know how to say this, but
I quit.
yeah, that's it. I quit and you suck.
You totally suck.
Suckity
Suck.
suck.
You're the worst.
And I quit. We quit.
We quit.
Fine. Fine.
You know, that's a curious move for a couple of gals worried about their economic security. Now what?
I'm sure we'll find less craptastic jobs in no time, and there's always the lottery.
George, I thought you left 5 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. Woofta. Gotta get going. Trudy says she's getting a little chilly under the covers, so I gotta bring home the wood. You know what I mean? Look, text me, let me know you got home safe.
See you next time.
There goes a master of the Midwest goodbye.
Well, tonight was quite something.
Yeah, I suppose now that we quit, we won't be seeing each other anymore.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Go home, get some rest, call me tomorrow. We can get together. We both have the night off. Oh, finally, a cigarette.
Good night. See you next time.
Bring out the rubber!
Fashion tomorrow. should hear him speak. When you ask him anything, he never answers no. He just yeses you to death and then he takes your dough. We love God of the banana.